Hey! Welcome back. Oh my god, so much noise. Got rain coming down on the tractor outside. Oh, go away, forklift. What I'm going to do, I haven't got long as always, I never have long. What I fancy just doing is getting this shock absorber mount off. It's completely buggered. One of the studs has already broken off. The studs, someone snapped this off or just cut the old pole off that holds the shock absorber anyway, so to be honest, it's pretty much useless. It's got a rust hole in the back as well. So I think we'll just butcher it and just get it off. And yeah, go from there. So I'll get the bulk of it off and see if we can get a socket on, I think. 10 mil. 11 mil. Oh yeah, you can see where I've broken the last one off. Gonna need a drill on those later. Oh, fine. Okay, well, not much of that left. That's all come off. And the little bit that goes on the back with the studs on, with the threads gone off, that fell off the bottom one. I've got to say, it's mostly not as bad as what my dad's just repaired on his Mark 1, or my Mark 1, on the 67, so I really can't moan about the amount of work. Now the question is, I need to think. Now the other side's not, well, I don't know yet until we cut it all off. But yeah, I've seen a few people. It does obviously give some strength here if I put this all back as well, the inner wing. But if I'm not running coilovers, it's not as critical in my head. But anyway, we'll just see. And what I'm just thinking is just basically finishing it like that. But you know, that does give some strength, so we'll definitely put something back in. We'll see how much we can put in. But obviously, yeah, this is all gone now, so I think it's a woof, woof, gone. Gone. Be a bit different if we had a roll cage, we could all tie it all back as well. But anyway, let's get the angle going to clean this up a bit more. Yeah, you know me, get distracted. Dash fair's got to come off at some point as well, the top and bottom one. Top one's not a problem to do. Never done a bottom one before. Well, obviously it's not rocket science, but it looks like you've got this like sort of skeleton frame at the moment that holds sort of obviously the parts, you know, the bits and bobs on. But this is spot welded, I guess, before they put it in through this. So we've got to carefully cut the bulk of this off and then, you know, get underneath and try and grind all the old bit off. We might be able to, I don't know, we might be able to get the spot welder into that, I don't know. So whether we spot weld it or whatever, but that all needs to come off as well. So I'm just trying to sort out this inner panel as well. While I'm around, just having a look. Need to get the welder over and put some more bracing back on. Slightly higher up so it's not in the way. Before we take any more bracing out. Not that it's too much of an issue, but and then maybe make some sort of thinking of making something that goes across the floor to sort of clamp the doorstep and the sill together. Inner sills and outer sills and stuff. Again, one to help keep it sturdy, but also help saves me using more clamps. So we might do that as well. But yeah, definitely need to get. Well, we've got the welder over. I've got no gas. I've left the gas back at the other one. But yeah. So mostly just as you're watching this, hopefully hopefully if everything goes well, the old Mark 1 is off to its new / old owner. Otherwise it's all gone a bit peak tong, and it's not, and I've still got it. So yeah, slowly. Okay, while I finish up for the end of the day, I'm just thinking about engine mounts. I've got a Honda gearbox mount on order, thinking we might be able to do something with that, because I do know these subframes can fit that, but obviously different engine, but you know, it's a lot smaller and mounts slightly differently. I'll show you when it turns up. So I'm thinking we should be able to hopefully mount that somehow to the top of the gearbox. driver's side, as I said, I think we can get away with using a bulk of what was left of the Vauxhall one, which obviously I should be doing this as part of my car videos, of the engine videos, but what I'm just thinking of doing is drawing this up while we're here. We'll sketch this out and the shape of these rubber blocks. So what I'm doing is thinking of making up a metal out of some, obviously not this metal, but yeah, you know, you get my drift. I get some 5mm, 5-6mm, and make up a casing for this with some bolt holes in it, which can be obviously slid and adjusted. And then we'll have welded a plate again onto this subframe, which allows us to do a bit of forward and back movement and a bit of side movement as well. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that'll work. Well, I hope it does anyway. So yeah, what I want to do is draw this up, and then I can sort of draw this up and measure up some bits of metal and do that. So I'll just do that, waffling in my head. Just turned into one of those days to have a bit of a pig and a poke around. Just gives me a thinking. Roof's a bit worse than I thought. We're getting definitely some rust. I saw it from the inside down to the gutters here. It's very close to a complete roof replacement, which obviously you can't actually pick up roofs. You can now get ban or estate roofs, but they've got the ribs in them, so not going to happen. I think what I'm going to best do is definitely keep an eye out for a complete saloon roof, because definitely the first quarter is pretty similar. The curvature I think is not too bad, but yeah, it's just it doesn't taper like a mini one does. But I think that's all we're going to have to do at the moment. We might be able to just sort of bodge it for now anyway. As I said, we can still just do the corner sections and just get a load of rust preventative stuff, cure rust everywhere, and you know, it will do for now. Because that's the thing, when we did that roof on that Mark 1, that took a good month of my time in the evenings and weekends to do. Okay, this roof's not as big, but it's still a good couple of weeks of evenings and weekends, I think. So we just need to decide whether we're going to do that or not. Be a good fun challenge anyway, wouldn't it? But yeah, we've got some repairs to do before we finish doing the roof. Down there, shouldn't see a hole through there. Shouldn't do that. So that needs repairing first. Nothing major there, but yeah, a little bit of welding to be done there and grinding off. Worst thing with those is just where they are. It's a right old bugger to get to sometimes, you know, especially if you don't get a good weld and you end up start bloody building it up. So, but the old Dremel's pretty good for those sort of areas. Anyway. Chicken fajitas for tea tonight. God, I love chicken fajitas. Yeah, so yeah, the idea is to try and get this a bit solid so we can at least get it back to my garage. But then, you know, we'll see how it works out. You know, I've got a bit more space here, especially once I get Pete Mate's Clubman project. If anybody wants to buy a Clubman, rolling shelf Clubman project, get in touch. Sooner we sell that and sooner he gets that out of the way, sooner I have some space back again. Anyway, alright, till next time, have a good evening everyone. Rest in peace Mark 1, not that it's dead, but we don't have it anymore hopefully.